Stationery stores in Japan. A horrific place for anybody to go if you don't have any money because everything is so tragically cute. Oh, seriously, you guys. If you want your money to vanish from your pockets, you go to Daiso, it just goes poof poof. You go to a stationery shop, it goes poof poof. Today, I'm doing a stationery review of what I think are some of the best items that you can get when you're in Japan. You might be able to order them online, but you could do a little price comparison. We can see how much you're getting ripped off and if you should wait for the borders to finally open. Are the borders already open? Who knows? When are you watching this video? The art of Japanese calligraphy, shodo. Well, I shodo not be doing this. Shodo not be doing this. This is something that I've never used before, so you get to suffer and watch me do this on camera together. So this is a calligraphy brush especially for Japanese calligraphy. It's called Sumi, and this was the cheapest one I could find at the store. It was $7.70, which is about $7.70. They're really high quality and they're specific kinds of brushes, right? So this is a very, very stiff bristle, and I'm gonna be just dipping it in water. And the amazing part is the paper that I got. So this was pretty cheap, $6.60, and it's like reusable. So it comes with a whole bunch of different sheets to choose from. A whole bunch, 3! Martina, that's not a whole bunch. All right, what do you say, thrice, triple? There are triple sheets of paper? I don't know. A lot, several, 7. Somebody help me here. A duo? No, a trio of papers. She got there in the end. They feel kind of chalky. So the paper itself comes with a very useful guide on the back. This is showing you the ways that you should be holding your calligraphy brush or your sumi. And there's 2 different ways. There's one way where you just put 2 fingers and one in the back. And then there's another one where you do 3 fingers. I'm gonna be doing the first method because I find it easier. When you see people writing in calligraphy, you're like, this is so easy looking. And then you try it and you go, I am a garbage person. Get ready for some really horrible looking calligraphy. So these are the Japanese alphabets. This is katakana, the foreign alphabet. So if it's a word that's borrowed from a different language, any other language that's not Japanese, my name would be written in this. But then things like grapefruit becomes written in this. But because it's not a Japanese grapefruit, they use this, which turns into like a word this long. It's like, Gude Paparutsu, and you're just trying to read it and you're like, ah! And this is hiragana, and hiragana is the OG Japanese alphabet. And the weird part about it is that these letters and these letters sound exactly the same. It's just that they're written differently to confuse you and to make you feel hurt while trying to learn Japanese. You know what else? Tossing some kanji. Personally, and perhaps more controversially than most people would say, I think learning katakana first is the better way to go when it comes to learning Japanese, because I spent all my time learning hiragana. I got to Japan and I was like, I can barely read anything. Anyways, I digress. I'm stalling because I've never done shodo before, and I shodo not be doing it. Martina, let the joke die. No, I won't. All right, let's dive on in with writing my name in katakana. So we're gonna go ma, and then where's ru, and then we got te, which is hiding over here, te, and I'm gonna just do na, and I'm not gonna go for the little tiny thing that goes with it. Don't ask questions. There's a way to write it, so you've gotta go 1, like 1 direction, and then 2. And there's all this complicated stuff about pressing and holding and lifting. I don't know any of it. I've seen it before. Oh my God, this is enough water? I don't even know. Relax your wrist. You're supposed to let your shoulder kind of do it. Here we go. I've already overhammered my M already. Ugh. This isn't going well, you guys. But how cool is this sheet? Okay, just getting more flow. Put the wrong direction for my roux. It should have gone in, but I went out. Okay, all right, going with more flow here. Hold point, swipe across. I'm sorry for everybody watching. How cool, you guys. Look, it's already drying over here. Can you see it? It's like already disappearing. Let's just do some hiragana practice, which is a near nightmare. Here we go. Hold, Gentle across. Point. And then swerve. Start gently. Ah, messed it up big time. I think there's one message we can all agree on, is that I really suck at this and need way more practice. Yes, it's very complicated. The good news is that this is just gonna dry, and you can already see what I did before, drying up already. It's disappearing. It's so cool. Well, okay. So I'm glad I got these practice sheets, because I would not want to spend tons of money on calligraphy products that I wouldn't know how to use. This is an awesome way to start practicing. And if you guys have any tips for shodo, then please let us know in the comment section below. Well, now that I've embarrassed myself, let's move on to something that I can't fail at, I hope. It's a stapler. I'm looking for my red stapler. You bored my stapler? I need to get my stapler back. Name that movie, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I was super mind blown by this. Little normal stapler, right? Is it? There's no staples inside. I don't need any staples. You wanna know why? Let's take a look at this, shall we? Okay, into the corner here, right? Uh-huh. What's this? The sheets have been stapled together. But how? How have these been stapled together with no staplers? Because of magic origami punching, that's how. There's like this tiny little arrow that you guys can probably not see whatsoever. It's over here. It's like the tiniest little arrow. I tried to dissect this to figure out how the heck they managed to do this. And then you can fold them back down again, and you can just take them apart. It's like a little, kind of looks like a little tiny something, a little tiny bean. It folds up and in and then tucks. So stupid simple and so stupid amazing. Apparently there's another one that does a different kind of a fold, like a little triangle nudge, but basically you never need to run out of staples ever again. Maybe it's just old age, but I think this is pretty neato cheeto. Speaking of neato cheeto, have you ever heard of an erasable marker or an erasable highlighter? There's this brand called Friction. The pens I've talked about already in the EYK video if you're coming from there. But if you haven't seen that video, it doesn't matter, because I'm gonna show you the marker set, and I went ahead and purchased highlighters, and this is a glitter pen. I've never tried these out, so I don't know if they're gonna work or not, but I know that this marker set is amazing. I got it in December, and it's just been blowing my mind the entire time. Okay, I've set up a little tester arena for this. First of all, I took all the colors in the box and I drew out these little tiny madoodles for you guys. So the back of these here, if you see this top part here, it doesn't look like anything, right? It's like some kind of a rubber. It's not an eraser. It doesn't have an eraser tip to it. It just feels like hard rubber, and it's the friction that causes it to disappear, which still just makes no sense to me. Okay, yellow, insane. Are you guys seeing this? It's just like, it's just disappearing. There's not even, like, I'm brushing it as if by habit, but what? And I made these probably like an hour or two ago because I wanted them to like really dry into the paper. Black, can black go easily? Wow, black goes so easily. This is crazy. Isn't this crazy? I can't be the only one who thinks this is crazy. Have you ever seen a marker erase? Let alone look at this black marker. What? What? How? How, why, how, witchcraft, it's a witch, burn the witch, all the things. Okay, we're gonna go on to test number 2. I wrote out an excellent recipe. The recipe is for starberry soda. Starberry is a very unique type of fruit that lives in the Kinkogi galaxy. It's very difficult to harvest because it's a berry, but it's a star and it grows around this different, anyway, it's too complicated. I wrote on this with a normal pen, and I've got these highlighters, so we're gonna highlight some things and see if we can erase them. First of all, starberry syrup. I'm gonna make this pink. I know a highlighter is not a marker, but I'm doing it anyways. Okay, we've got 1 cup of starberries. I think we should highlight the starberries. We've got 1 cup of ice crystals. Let's do ice crystals in beautiful aqua. And we've got sugar syrup. So this is so cool, it's a sparkly one. I'm gonna underline it like this. Ooh, you guys, it's so glittery. Some soda sparkle from the King Kogi Stream in pink and aqua. This is a normal pen underneath it. So like, I kind of feel like if you get something wet, isn't it gonna smudge it? I said smudge, not sponge. Okay, we got ingredients up here. Let's see. It's pretty crazy already. So this is pretty fresh, right? I mean, feels like there's like a bit of smudging going on to the writing, but it's really not that noticeable. You see that big heart, right? It's so pretty and sparkly. It has like really delicate starkles inside of it. Starkles. Starkles are sparkles and stars. They're called starkles. Through this heart like this. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. It's just crazy. I will say that there does seem to be like this little bit of smudging happening. Can you guys see it? Like when it blends in. And in case you're wondering. Oh no. I think something went terribly wrong at the very end there. Well gosh, didn't I just screw that up? I guess I'll just have to erase it. Na, 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 na. Look at that. Look at that. You guys, I hope I've convinced you of the amazingness of the Fixin' pen, or friction pen. You can actually get the pens themselves, like the pens that I'm working with now at Conveni's. I was walking down the aisle and was just like, what the? But the markers and the highlighters and the sparkle pens, you gotta go to a specialty stationery shop for those. But my gosh, I can't recommend them enough. I'm never using normal pens again. I'm done with it. Now, oh my gosh, shock horror. You were using your book for school when you notice that somebody has been testing out a bunch of pens inside of your notebook and you're like, great, now I have to rip that page out. Stop, no you don't. You can actually use one of these amazing notebooks and remove it like a binder. Let's take a look, shall we? Opposite corners, and you just pull it and then you remove your offensive sheet and then you close it back up again. And it's like new. Isn't that freaking amazing? It has a special little spring on the back that you can use to pop things in and out, and you can get refill papers. So this book itself costs around $3.30, and the refill pack is $2.20, which comes with 30 refills. I think that's pretty freaking amazing. The originators are a brand called Campus, and they also have different ones, but this one seems to be the new competitor. Has these really nice pastel colors. I saw like pink, purple, and there are all different sizes. I saw like a small, medium, and large ones, and extremely satisfying to close up. It's like a zipper or like bubble wrap or something. Back in my day, we had to use binders with 3 rings. And let me tell you something else. If one of your binders ripped, you only had 3. One would hang out and would frickin' dangle halfway. You put it in your backpack and it'd get all crumpled up and horrible. Oh no. And then if you were rich, you had a special sticker that would stick on the frickin' hole so you could clip them in and save it. Instead, I would just take like staplers and try to staple it back together. You would take Scotch tape. You'd Scotch tape the hole and then you'd punch a hole through the hole. If you guys are still using binders and 3-ring punches, Japan is ahead of us on this. I haven't used a pencil in ages. This pencil is a Furutoga, and apparently it has this incredible technology that I just never even thought of before. So this has been devised so that the tip of it will rotate very slightly as you're writing. It knows the pressure of when you write. And why it does that is so that it will evenly grind down each edge of the lead pencil instead of just grinding down one edge unevenly and then eventually it's super thin and it snaps. That also means that when you write, they claim you will have the perfectly sized thickness of lines as you write. All right, here's the challenge. I'm gonna see if I can just write. It's gonna be an improv story, and I'm gonna see how long I can go without either the lead breaking or with me having to press the button to refill the mechanical lead pencil on the back. It's supposed to be able to last much longer than the normal mechanical pencil. Let's go. Welcome to my improv story. Dear Diary, today we encountered a new life form. A happy pink blob named Blargo Manto is what it said. Blargo Man was a lovely host, offering the entire King Kogi airship delicious cookie-like bread balls. They were crunchy. Looks pretty good so far. And also soft. The color was purple, no, lilac, and coated in sugar pebbles found growing. Wow, this lead is just going on forever, you guys. On the bushes near where Blargo Month, I had to make a difficult name, lived. Here is a diagram. I have not pumped the lead yet. It is just nearly at its end, but it is just freaking hanging on there. Well, hope you enjoyed that story that I made up about the very friendly pink blob. Oh, so cute. I mean, that looks pretty perfect. Of course, I'm talking about Bloggermall, which is the right way to say his name, but it's quite a difficult dialect, you must understand. Yeah, this pencil is freaking amazing. I mean, when I was using these kind of mechanical pencils, you'd like take one right, and after a bit it would go, and you'd be like, damn it. But I didn't pump it more than when I put it out, and I can still see that there's lead left. That's pretty awesome. I mean, if you're into math and other stuff things where you use these mechanical pencils, other stuff things. What do we use mechanical pencils for nowadays? The Kura Toga. This is the 0.3. I recommend. So does Blargamon. Is there anything else that can be improved in the stationery world? Why not paper clips while we're at it? These are the P clips. Okay, so I have seen these all over the place. They're kind of like these super thin paper clips, and they're made out of paper. And the reason why they're super thin and cute is because it's meant for things like bookmarking pages instead of it just being like holding things together. These ones are bunnies, so of course I got them. Comes in this really nice like little biodegradable box. Oh my gosh, you guys. Different colors. I had no idea they had different colors. Look at all these bunnies. Let's see how well they go into my cookbook, because I'm using sticky notes right now, and I would much rather save the pages and use tiny little bunnies. Wow, these are so well done. The details are amazing. You see that? So cute. Oh my gosh, so cute, you guys. It's like this little cute little bunny in the corner. This is awesome. I love it. Just gonna see how it holds up when we actually close the book. Like if it's too thick. Oh, what about the opposite? Bunny outline. Not bad at all, right? Look at that. Quite flush. These are so cute. Definitely pick up some paper clips and paper page markers. Japan has a whole bunch of them. They even have ones that magnify. They have ones for holding your book open, which I got my mom for Christmas time. Super cute. And last up, a lot of you guys already know about washi, and washi tape is a type of masking tape for decorating inside of books and scrapbooking or bullet journals where you wanna like write on it. It's removable from things like plastic and on wood, so it doesn't leave marks and stuff like that. It's really, really popular. Japan has a massive amount of it, but this is washi tape that has individual stickers on it. If you look at the back, it'll tell you there's 14 designs and there's 200 pieces. This was $4.40, and you can take them apart. They're just so delicate. I know you guys have even made some. I've had some sent to me by people who made their own washi tape from scratch, which is so cool. Boop. What a nice detail. And the tape is so intricate looking. The design just looks super, super, super detailed. And they have just so many to choose from, and you can do ones that have flat lines. So this one that I'm showing you guys is like the individual stickers, but you can buy them that just have like a straight piece of tape that just you pull across. Look how nice that looks. It's so detailed looking. 200 stickers is pretty good. Like if you were to buy a sticker sheet, it doesn't usually come with 200, and every sticker sheet is usually what, like $2 to $5? So in the end, it kind of makes sense. Adorable and a great way for you to document your little adventures and journeys, putting it down and writing on it, labeling containers and stuff. I just love it. Well, I hope you enjoyed my crazy King Kogi stationery testing kitchen. Please let me know if there is another kind of stationery that you recommend for me to try out. And if you enjoyed this video, I mean, let me know. Maybe I'll do a couple more reviews. Thanks for listening to my stories, you guys, about All right, everybody, keeping it cool in the King Kogi kingdom. I will see you on the airship. Captain Martina, out.